The verb sein in German means to be. And just like in English where we use was and were for the past tense, sein has its own past tense forms also. In German, every personal pronoun has a specific past tense form of sein, and learning this is a key step in building simple sentences. And today we'll go over the personal pronouns, their past tense forms of sein, how to use them in statements and questions, and some practice examples. Let's get started. First, you need to know the personal pronouns in German because each one pairs with a specific form of sein in the past tense. Here they are with their English translations. Ich for I, du for you singular, er for he, sie for she, es is it, wir is we, ihr is you plural, sie is they, sie you formal. Take a moment to memorize this if you haven't already. They're the foundation for what comes next. Now, let's learn the past tense of sein for each personal pronoun. Some pronouns share the same form, which makes it a little easier. For ich, which is I, and third person singular pronouns, er for he, sie for she, and es for it, all share the same past tense form, war. Ich war, I was, er war, he was, sie war, she was, es war, it was. War sounds a bit like was in English, which might help you remember it. The plural pronouns wir for we and sie for they plus the sie for you formal all use waren. Wir waren, we were, sie waren, they were, sie waren, you were formal. For du, you singular, add st to get warst. For ihr for you plural, add t to get wart. Ihr wart, you were plural. So, ich war, I was, du warst, you were singular, er war, he was, sie war, she was, es war, it was, wir waren, we were, ihr wart, you were plural, sie waren, they were, sie waren, you were formal. To ask a question in the past tense, simply switch the personal pronoun and the past tense form of sein. You can also check my other video explaining this about forming questions. Ich war ich, du warst du, er war er, sie war sie, es war es, wir waren wir, ihr wart ihr, sie waren sie, sie waren sie. Remember each of their auxiliary verbs in the past tense because you can construct simple sentences using them. For example, if you know the words hier, which means here, and dort, which means there, you can combine them with these personal pronouns and auxiliary verbs to create useful common sentences like ich war dort, which means I was there or I've been there. If you want to ask, have I been there? You simply switch the personal pronoun and the auxiliary verb in the past tense. War ich dort? Literally, this translates to was I there, which still conveys to the meaning have I been there. Another example, Sie waren hier. They were here. Waren Sie hier? Were they here? Start by memorizing the past tense forms of sein for each personal pronoun. Practice them in statements and questions using simple words like hier and dort.